Welcome to the School of Pharmacy, and thank you for visiting with us today. We're excited to learn of your interest in our school and our academic programs. My name is Amy Zawaska, and I coordinate our pre-pharmacy advising program here at UW-Madison. Today, we would like to focus on 3 areas to help you gain a little bit more information about our pre-pharmacy advising program and services, our PharmD, or Doctor of Pharmacy program. You can also feel free to check out our School of Pharmacy's website for more detailed information about our programs, prerequisite courses, selection criteria, career information, and more. Our School of Pharmacy building, named Rennebaum Hall, is located on the far west side of campus, which is home to many of our health science programs. Inspired by the Wisconsin idea, the renowned faculty, groundbreaking research labs, and institutes of the school are united by a single mission to enhance the health and quality of life of the people of Wisconsin and around the world. Whether you're interested in the BS in Pharmacology and Toxicology undergraduate major or taking the fast track to the Doctor of Pharmacy or PharmD professional program, our School of Pharmacy is an excellent place to launch your career. The School of Pharmacy offers many types of academic programs, but the 2 that we will be focusing on in our presentation today include the Doctor of Pharmacy or PharmD professional degree program that is the only degree that fulfills the educational aspect of the requirements for licensure as a pharmacist within the United States, and the Bachelor of Science in Pharmacology and Toxicology or PharmTox that is a bioscience undergraduate major and degree. As you continue to learn more detailed information about each of these programs, I would like to highlight a few ways that they overlap but are also quite distinct from one another. Students interested in either or both programs are eligible and encouraged to receive advising from our pre-pharmacy advising team. Both programs are housed in our School of Pharmacy and are considered to be limited enrollment with selective admissions processes that admit for fall entrance only. Each program is a distinct program within the School of Pharmacy. A student does not need to complete the PharmTox major before applying to the PharmD program. In fact, the PharmD program does not require students to complete an undergraduate major. And both programs share some common coursework. So if a student did choose to complete the PharmTox major and then go on to the PharmD program, they would be exempt from having to retake some specific courses. Now I would like to answer some common questions that we receive from prospective students. Who is a pre-pharmacy student? And this would be any student who has expressed an interest in being on a path to be eligible to apply to one of our School of Pharmacy programs. Do I need to declare or apply to the pre-pharmacy program? Students are not directly admitted to our School of Pharmacy from high school. Most UW-Madison students who are pursuing pre-pharm plans are admitted to the College of Letters and Science. At UW-Madison, no specific requirements or applications are needed to pursue a pre-pharm path. Pre-pharmacy students can receive academic advising through our structured pre-pharmacy advising program. What major should I choose? At UW-Madison, pre-pharmacy is more of an intention or path. It's not a major. Therefore, any undergraduate major you eventually choose can work as long as prerequisite courses are completed. And finally, where do I begin? Well, you are on your way by watching this video, and our advisors are available to meet with prospective students at any time. Due to the selective nature of our admissions process, we do encourage students to stay connected with our advising team. Advisors can help address a variety of questions, such as interpretation of AP or IB scores and other college credits. Questions regarding our academic programs, prerequisite coursework, selection criteria, application timeline, and career opportunities can also be addressed. We can also arrange opportunities to talk with current students in our programs and tour our building hopefully in the near future. Each program has a specific set of prerequisite coursework that is required to be completed prior to entry. Please note that your prerequisites can be in progress at the time of your application. You can find a list of detailed prerequisite coursework for each of our programs on our School of Pharmacy's website. And please remember that a pre-pharmacy path is not a one-size-fits-all, meaning that students may complete different prerequisite coursework at different times and even in different semesters. I want to emphasize there's no preferred pre-pharmacy path either, and all are acceptable and okay. Pre-pharmacy advisors are always on hand and available to talk with you about your unique situation, background, experiences, and they will make recommendations for your college courses that'll help keep you on track and help you achieve your goals. For a pre-pharm path, typical first-year courses are included on this slide. Again, we do accept AP, IB, and college transfer credit as fulfillment of any of these prerequisites. And students specifically interested in the PharmD program might be interested in undergraduate pharmacy-focused coursework that is part of our Exploring Pharmacy and UFIG. More to come about that in a little bit. This image illustrates the overlap between our School of Pharmacy prerequisite coursework and both the university's general education requirements and what are called breadth or liberal studies requirements. If you choose a different academic path or decide to explore another major or program on campus, any pre-pharmacy prerequisite coursework will apply to the other areas within this pie chart. Please also note that there's plenty of room for elective courses that allow you an opportunity to explore your options within pharmacy through pharmacy courses that are available to undergrads or outside of pharmacy too. Due to the selective admissions process for both of our programs, combined with the fact that many students change their minds about majors and academic interests, we encourage students to think about developing parallel plans that they can work toward in conjunction with their pre-pharmacy path. These might include applying to PharmD programs at a few schools of pharmacy and/or considering alternate undergraduate majors. Pre-pharmacy coursework fits well with many majors in the biological and physical sciences, but students are encouraged to explore and choose majors that best reflect their interests and help them meet their academic goals. Your pre-pharmacy advisor can offer resources and referrals to other programs and services to help you investigate the different options available to you. We will now transition to focus more specifically on the Doctor of Pharmacy or PharmD program. The PharmD degree is a professional level, clinically focused degree that is required to become a licensed pharmacist within the U.S. It is a health professions program and lives in the same world as medical, physician assistant, physical therapy, vet med, dental, and other programs. Pharmacists are medication experts who enhance patient care and promote wellness. You will use your professional knowledge as a pharmacist to ensure medicines and doses are correct, prevent harmful drug interactions, counsel patients on the safe and appropriate use of their medications, and to prepare and dispense prescriptions. So you're thinking about a career in pharmacy, but you might be asking yourself, what exactly do pharmacists do? Pharmacists are involved in advising doctors, nurses, and other prescribers about medication therapy. They also work directly with patients to counsel them on medication use and provide clinical services to help optimize their care. They provide follow-up primary care for chronic diseases with complex medication regimens such as diabetes and heart conditions. They review medications to identify and manage possible drug interactions and adverse side effects. They might immunize patients and provide screenings for preventative care and conduct health and wellness programs. They might manage pharmacy departments. They might research, develop, and test new medication as well as run clinical trials for new drug discoveries. And finally, they might play a life-saving role in the event of an epidemic, like we are experiencing right now with COVID-19. Many of our pharmacists are frontline workers and helping save lives on a daily basis. So now we've got your interest and you're wondering if pharmacy will be a good fit for you. I think it'll be a great match if you have some of the following key characteristics and skills. Maybe you have strong communication, teamwork, and leadership skills. You like to analyze issues and enjoy problem solving. You like to focus on the details of things and have a good memory. You have an interest in science coursework and have performed well in your chemistry and biology and math classes. You are empathetic and care about helping people. And you're excited about lifelong learning. We look forward to learning more about what drew you specifically to pharmacy or why you are interested in exploring it as a career pathway. Let's shift gears now to talk a little bit more about the pharmacy curriculum breakdown. The prerequisite coursework consists of 72 total college credits. We'll talk about that more on the next slide. Students can complete the prerequisites in a 2 to 3 year timeline, and we call that a fast track because an undergraduate major is not required to be eligible to apply to the PharmD program. The PharmD curriculum is made up of 4 years in length. There are 3 years of classroom or in-person coursework in our School of Pharmacy building, and at the same time, students will be completing 300 hours of field experience called Introductory Pharmacy Practice Experiences. In the 4th year of pharmacy school, students will participate in rotations that span the entire year, and those are called Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experiences. So a student can complete the PharmD program in a minimum of 6 years, which would include 2 years of pre-pharmacy and 4 years of PharmD. We also offer the PharmD MPH, or Masters in Public Health, dual degree program, as well as several paths of distinction and certificates to allow students to specialize in areas of research, leadership, global health, business, academia, and residency track education and preparation. Here you can see a list of the prerequisite coursework that all applicants must complete in order to be considered for admission to the PharmD program. At first glance, you can see that the prereqs are heavily weighted in math, physical, and biological subjects. A minimum of 72 credits of college coursework is also required. And while the prerequisites make up the majority of those credits, there is still room for electives and other courses of interest. We also do accept AP, IB, and college transfer credit as fulfillment of prerequisite coursework if it qualifies as such. Now I would like to talk a little bit more about the PharmD admissions timeline. Again, it's important to note that we do not have a preferred pre-pharmacy timeline, and there are many acceptable paths to gain admission into our PharmD program. We do admit students into the program for fall entrance only. The application process can begin while prerequisite courses are in progress, but they will need to be completed prior to the fall program entrance. The PharmD application and admissions process uses what's called a rolling admission structure with the common application called PharmCAS, and that opens typically in mid-July with a deadline of early February. The majority of admission decisions are made between the months of October and April of any given year. Approximately 50% of applicants are on what we would call a fast track for admission into the PharmD program. What this means is they are not planning to finish an undergraduate major prior to entrance into the program. A 2-year planned fast track involves a student applying to be admitted to the PharmD program at what would have been the beginning of their junior year as an undergraduate student. In this example, a student could begin working on the pharmacy application during the summer after the freshman year. A 3-year plan fast track is a very common choice as it allows more time and flexibility to schedule and complete the prerequisites. In this case, a student could begin working on the application during the summer after their sophomore year. If a student fast tracks into the PharmD program prior to earning an undergraduate major, that student will be eligible to earn a BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences, or what we call the BSPS, along the way to earning their PharmD degree. Currently, the BSPS degree is awarded after a student would successfully complete the second year of pharmacy school. Approximately 50% of applicants choose to complete an undergraduate degree prior to starting the PharmD program. But again, there is no preference given to students based upon the length of their pre-pharmacy plan. As I mentioned earlier, the PharmD program is a limited enrollment program, which means we have more qualified applicants than space available. Here you can see some of the statistics for our most recently admitted group of students who will be starting the program this fall. Approximately 62% of the applicants who applied to pharmacy school this year were admitted. You can also take a look at some of the statistics for our class of 2019 graduates. We just took a look at some of the statistics, but it is important to note that GPA is not the only or main criterion we use for admission decisions. You are more than a number, and there is no required minimum GPA or PCAT score that we are looking for. The admissions committee holistically reviews all applicants using the 10 selection criteria on this slide. You will see the criteria we use to search for qualified applicants who are highly accomplished both inside and outside of the classroom. I often talk with students about 3 key areas. 1, can you do the work? We will take a look at your actual grades, combination of courses, credit load, trends in GPA, and PCAT scores. While we generally like to see grades of B or better, we are looking at the big picture. 2, will you love the work? We want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. How did you get interested in pharmacy, and what steps have you taken to explore and solidify your motivation to pursue this path? Maybe you took some undergraduate pharmacy coursework or were involved in our pre-pharmacy club. Maybe you did some job shadowing, volunteering, or have worked in a pharmacy setting. Or maybe you've attended some of our school's outreach events. And number 3, will we love working with you? We want to get to know who you are as a person. What skills, interests, and experiences will you bring into our School of Pharmacy community? Were you involved in a club or organization? Do you have any leadership roles? Have you done research or studied abroad? Do you have hobbies or interests? Or do you work or volunteer? The bottom line is that we want to find committed learners who will successfully complete our rigorous PharmD program and become productive contributors to the pharmacy profession. One of my roles here at the School of Pharmacy is to serve as a course instructor and coordinator for the Pharmacy and You First Year Interest Group, or FIG. First, let's talk a bit more about the structure of the Pharmacy FIG, which is a package of 3 courses that include General Chemistry 103 or 109, which is also one of our prerequisite courses, Pharmacy 125, which is our 2-credit Exploring Pharmacy Seminar Career Exploration course, and Pharmacy Practice 305, or Consumer Self-Care and Over-the-Counter Drugs. We offer 2 options in the fall semester and 1 in the spring for students who might not take general chemistry in the fall. Each section is capped at 22 students who will be in all 3 courses together. These are great opportunities for you to get to know your classmates. The FIG will equal a total of 8 to 9 credits, and students will then choose 2 additional courses from our list of prerequisites or other courses of interest to round out their schedules for a typical total of 14 to 16 credits for the fall semester. Now let's talk a bit more about some of the reasons you might choose to be a part of the Pharmacy and U FIG. Pharmacy 125, or Exploring Pharmacy 1, is at the heart of everything we do in this FIG. It is the seminar course that focuses on career exploration of pharmacy. We piloted the FIG in the fall of 2015 and have been lucky to have hundreds of students participate and be successfully admitted into the PharmD program. We designed the FIG for both students who are fairly interested in pharmacy, but also want to get a little more exposure, test the water, and see if it would be a good fit for them. With this in mind, the seminar course activities and topics are developed to provide students with opportunities to build connections with current pharmacy students, faculty, and staff, to give students exposure to the emerging trends and opportunities in the field, career pathways in pharmacy, and postgraduate training and education opportunities, to offer you tools to help you develop a strong competitive application should you choose to stick with pharmacy, and to promote your successful transition to college. You'll receive advice and support from current pharmacy students who will serve as mentors who were in your shoes just a few short years ago. Think back to when I was talking about our selection criteria and the area of, will you love the work? This class is a great opportunity to learn more about pharmacy and really see if it could be a good fit with your skills and interests. Applications, particularly the admissions interview and personal statement components from former FIG students, really stand out in the admissions process. You will definitely broaden your perspectives about pharmacy while building positive connections within our School of Pharmacy community. So to close out our discussion of the Pharmacy and U FIG, here are some comments that we regularly hear from students in the course evaluations for the Pharmacy 125 course. You can see more information posted about our Pharmacy and U FIG and other FIGs that might be of interest to you on our Step 2 Canvas page. And you can also reach out to our peer advisors, Clara and Taylor, to ask them about their experiences as former FIG students. They love to talk about it, and they are here to help. This concludes the PharmD program overview.